With its third generation redesign of the RDX, Acura pushed the envelope in a lot of areas for its compact luxury SUV, and there are a lot of welcome advancements, but one area Acura went too far. Let's break it down. In two separate auto show videos, we cover exterior styling and some interior aspects of the redesigned RDX. Be sure to check those out. Now we've had a chance, though, to get behind the wheel. Now, last year's big V6 is gone. In its place is a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder you might recognize from parent company Honda in the Accord and the Civic Type R. In the RDX, it makes 272 horsepower, 280 pounds-feet of torque, pairs with a new 10-speed automatic transmission. As such, there's a little bit of lag off the line, but then quick bursts of power thanks to nice short gearing. The 10-speed automatic is very decisive. There's very little gear hunting. It just gets you in the right gear at the right time. Overall, a very nice, refined drivetrain. Now, super handling all-wheel drive. That was in the first generation RDX. It skipped out the second generation. It's back and there's an immediate effect. You can really kind of slide the tail around, work the car through a lot of sweeping curves. A lot of fun to drive. Nice, solid, precise steering as well. You pay for that a little bit in terms of ride quality, but a lot of that has to do with this particular car that we have right now. This is the A spec. It's got the big wheels, the 20 inches, and it doesn't have the adaptive shock absorbers, which are optional. Available on the top trim level of the RDX. As such, a little bit busy, perhaps too firm for SUV shoppers, but you know, if you got the A-Spec, you kind of knew what you were getting into. That's the sporty version of this vehicle. We'd like to drive those adaptive shocks or the smaller wheels, the 19s. Maybe those would improve things. Now, the drivetrain wasn't the only thing that really was a welcome improvement in pushing the envelope for Acura. This interior really does kind of fall together nicely. This is off of Acura's precision cockpit concept from the auto show a few years back. Just a lot of kind of wraparound materials here. There's a big center console. Might annoy taller drivers who don't find enough room here, but I actually do have enough room to spread out. I'm about 6 feet tall here, and it doesn't really impinge on utility either. There's a lot of space to store things around the cup holders, a nice big area here behind underneath the armrest, and more space here underneath where the gear selector is. A little bit of excessive real estate taken up by that gear selector in this drive mode selector, but otherwise very interesting and nice materials here too. There's nice overlapping stitching here for what looks like leather, actually is vinyl. Acura had me fooled. Now, where did Acura fall short in trying to push too far? It's with this multimedia setup. We previewed this at the auto show. You can kind of go into a deeper dive there. It's called the True Touchpad Interface, and it's just kind of a true aggravation. Here's what you do. You can basically just really point to things instead of having to kind of use a cursor like you'd have to do in certain other competitors' systems to kind of use this as a touchpad for what you're seeing up here on the standard 10.2-inch screen. But we don't like this in other cars that have it. From Lexus, for example, they do something like this. Really similar in Acura, a little bit better maybe, but still, we just want a regular touchscreen. Now, that fussy multimedia system might be a deal breaker for some shoppers, but there's plenty to like about this redesigned RDX, and Acura did a lot to push the brand into a new direction, which it really needs in a very competitive segment with excellent alternatives like the new Volvo XC60. Stay tuned. The RDX goes on sale in June of 2018. You can find plenty more information on it on Cars.com.